Joe, it's the final derby day of the season. How much are you all relishing this occasion?
Yeah, it's going to be a good day. We've been looking forward to it. It's going to be a tough couple of weeks. It has been a tough couple of weeks as well. So, yeah, it's going to be an exciting run-in, and we've got to make sure we turn up and perform today.
There's been so many positives throughout the derby matches this season. How much it's about dwelling on those moments, taking them into today, try and come out on top?
Yeah, you've got to try and take moments, but as we say, each of these games looks very different from the previous fixture, which you'd expect. You'd expect teams to change slightly, either their approach to it or the outcome. So we need to make sure that this is treating this game as its own entity. So we've got to make sure that we're looking at this game not thinking too much about the previous game, because we know it won't be the same. We've got to do what we do well, and we've got to bring it just as much as we did last time, if not more. So, it's one of those where it's a big game, it's a big start of a run-in from now to the end of the season, and we've got to put in a performance to boot.
Yeah, and just looking at the team, a couple of changes in the back line, big opportunity for the likes of Ailey, and good to see Mia come back in as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I say this all the time, we've got a squad for a reason. We trust them wholeheartedly. We've got to make sure that we're putting in performances and training well to get an opportunity, and they managed to get that today. And I'm fully sure that Ailey's going to come in and have a great game, and we know what Mia does week in, week out. She's for 17, she's become an experienced player for us this year. So yeah, there's no worries about these. We've got a squad for a reason, and hopefully they can put on performance.
Yeah, and just lastly, how big a statement would it be in terms of the rest of the season if you were to come out on top today?
Yeah, it's just as I say, we've got massive games now. Each game is just as important as the next. This is always the next big game, and then again on Sunday against City, that'll be the next big game, and into a 3-game week again. So each game's a cup final. We keep saying it. We've got to see that as a mentality. Playing these big games matter to us. Each game is going to be important to us, so we've got to make sure we perform, we've got to make sure we show up and try and get 3 points.